Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 17, which is entitled as Shraddhatraya Vibhava Yoga, the three types of faith. Sloka 20. Dātavyamiti yad dānaṁ dīyate nupakāriṇe deśe kāle pātre dānaṁ sāttvikaṁ smṛtam. After explaining the austerity in three modes, now Krishna is going to speak about charity, giving, dānaṁ, which also falls into the three modes. In this sloka, what type of charity is considered to be in mode of goodness is being explained. Yad dānaṁ, a gift which, dātavyam iti, the feeling that it ought to be given and with no expectation of reward. Deśe, in a proper place, kāle, at a proper time, pātre, and the beneficiary is a suitable, deserving person. Nupakāriṇe, who is not looked upon as a possible help in return. Dīyate is given. Dānaṁ, that gift, sāttvikaṁ smṛtam, is considered to be sattvik. Translation: charity given out of duty, without expectation of return, at the proper time and proper place, and to a worthy person, is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So this sloka helps us to understand how to give charity, when to give charity, to whom we should give charity. By knowing this, we can act accordingly. Therefore, that charity falls into mode of goodness. Everyone gives. In other words, most of them gives something or the other to someone. But giving itself doesn't make the act to be sattvik. It has to pass through these criteria. Otherwise, it may be a rajasic dāna or tamasic dāna. One should give without anticipating any reward in return by giving something to others. And that giving should be at a proper place, at a suitable time, and very importantly, to a deserving person. When a gift is given in such criteria, is considered to be sattvik, in mode of goodness. Giving charity is one's duty. It is not optional as per the dharma, and one should also feel the same way. Giving charity is my duty. The wealth has been given to me by the Lord, so that I share the wealth with qualified people to make the Lord happy. One should not say that it is because of karma that one is suffering, therefore why should I help that person? Or one should not think, by helping this person, what am I going to get in return? Or if I give this to this person, no one is around here to see how great I am in charity. Neither this person is going to go and tell anyone that I gave him the charity. Since no one is noticing my act of charity, why should I even give? Or one may think, I am not going to get any punya by doing this one, or it gives less punya, therefore why should I even give? Nupakāriṇe. Therefore, none of these things should be the criteria. If one thinks any of these things, then it is not said to be charity in mode of goodness. Say, if I have taken a loan from someone and returning that loan is not considered to be dānaṁ. I am just paying back what I took from someone. One may say, no, I did not take any loan from anyone, but I still gave him dānaṁ, because tomorrow he is going to be a big shot, a popular person. I want to be in his contact list so I can get some help from him. Or one may say, no, I did not take loan from anyone. I did not give because he is going to become a famous person in future, but I gave him dānaṁ because I can take some help from him. I need some money in future, then I can approach him. He will be there to help me as I need. Or one may say that I am not looking for any help from this person in future, but by doing so, I get good credits, punya karma, and then I may go to the higher planetary system where I can enjoy over there. None of these are considered to be sāttvika dānaṁ, charity in mode of goodness. Also, it is worth to mention that there are other kind of people. For example, they give a donation of $100, that too with lot of to and fro conversation between the temple authorities and the giver. But he agrees to give that $100 on the condition that they get the year-end financial statement, balance sheet, etc. There are few others who give donation but then keep asking the status of the donation. So the point is, when one gives a charity, gift, donation in any form, they should be mentally prepared that this doesn't belong to me anymore. It's yours, and use as you feel appropriate. For example, if we give a gift to someone and then continuously we keep following up with that person with the feeling that I, the owner of that gift, then that giving does not consider to be in mode of goodness. When we mentioned earlier that giving donation and then asking for the status, asking for the details of financial dealings has become the norm nowadays because there is a valid reason. In the name of spirituality, sometimes the people who are running the organization, spiritual organization, mishandle the donation for their selfish reason or for some other purposes than for the purpose it has been received. Therefore, the generous, kind donors take an additional responsibility which is not actually part of what they are supposed to do, but to make sure that their hard-earned money is being used rightly in the service of God or in the service of whatever they donated for. It is said, deśe, kāle, pātre, place, time, and the receiver, a qualified person who receiving the donation, are important factors to be considered that the charity is in mode of goodness. Deśe, the charity is given where the Lord, the deity form, is respected and worshipped. It could be any dānaṁ, holy places, temples, where there are holy waters near river Sarayu, Ganga, Kaveri, Yamuna, and so forth. Even while giving in right place, it has to be right time, kālam, during Uttarayana and Dakshinayana starting period, beginning of the month, Amavasya, Grahana Kala, appearance day of the Lord, appearance and disappearance days of the great Acharyas, or even giving charity on any special event in one's family. It could be birthdays, anniversaries, etc. Deśe, kālam, pātram. Pātram doesn't mean a vessel, a pot, which is also true. But here, pātra means the receiver should be a qualified individual, or it could be a qualified organization. A person who is receiving the charity, the donation, should be born in a good family, learned, and who practices the dharma in his life. And more than any of these things, The important thing is one who has good character and behavior. Likewise, the organization which receiving the charity should be for the higher purpose, which provides education to people, spiritual education to people. The organization or the temple should not be fighting for positions, name and fame. Those who are in the organization should be doing a selfless service. Therefore, these three things are quite important. Deśe, kāle, pātre. Place, time and the pātram, the receiver. As we mentioned earlier, giving is not an optional program in our life. Especially, it is a must for those who are householders, grihasthas, because they are the one who make money for living, whereas the other ashramas, mainly brahmachari and sannyasi, are not meant to work to earn money. One may say, if that's the case, then I don't need to give charity, donation, because I am single, I am not a grihastha, I am not married, or I was married but not having a family now. Well, someone being single doesn't qualify them to be exempt from giving donation. Let us put it in a different way than stating grihasthas are meant to give donation. Let's understand whoever earns, they should donate. If we say this, then it is inclusive of everyone who makes money. One may say, I am retired, I am no more working. Well, if that person is still getting some income, some money in some form or the other, then still he is not exempted. So the point is, when these classes of people are meant to give donation, then what to speak about grihasthas, the householders? When we learnt about austerity in 15th sloka of this chapter, Deva Dvijaguru Prajna Pujanam Saucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. This sloka explained when one worships the gods, brahmanas, elders, learned ones, oblations in the holy rivers, keeping mind and action in harmony, following brahmacharyam, not hurting others, then it is said to be austerity of the body. Here we see brahmacharyam has been mentioned, stating that one of the austerity of the body is to maintain brahmacharyam, celibacy. Well, a grihastha may say, then this is for brahmacharis and for sannyasis, not for me because I am an householder. How can I follow celibacy? But the right way of understanding is, this sloka is meant to all ashramas, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyas, not only for a certain ashramas. None of them should lust after a woman, irrespective of which ashram you fall into. Brahmacharis and sannyasis for sure abstain any contact with women, whereas the grihasthas will have to have contact with a spouse, and that contact should be as per the shastra, whatever the shastras have recommended. When one follows the principles of grihastha ashram as stated in the shastra, then he is also said to be following celibacy, which is considered to be brahmacharyam. So the reason for bringing this one over here is brahmacharyam applies to every ashrama. Likewise, charity applies to anyone who earns money. Giving charity, donation, is another means of one's purification. As it states in Bhavishya Purana, dānaṁ kalo yuge. Whatever is possible to one's capacity, one should contribute to good cause. One should know the act of giving charity bestows many benefits. Mainly, it reduces the attachment towards material objects. It develops the attitude of service. It expands the heart to show one's compassion to help others. It is said in Skanda Purana, Nyāyoparjita vitasya dashamaneshana dhīmataha kartavyo viniyogascha ishvara prityarthamevacha. The wealth one has earned by rightful means, take out 1/10 and as a matter of duty, give it away in charity. Dedicate your charity for the pleasure of the Lord. Sri Ramacharitamanasa says, Prakatachari padadharma kekali mahuneka pradhana jena kena bidi dinhan dāna kari kalyana. Dharma has 4 basic tenets, one amongst which is the most important in the age of Kali is giving charity by whatever means possible. One may say that I am also giving charity of my time, my energy, in the form of some physical services, but I don't give money because I don't believe that it's the only form of charity. Then we should know such people are not fully convinced with the scriptures, because there are many places which clearly states that one should give a certain portion of their earnings to the right pātre, like the temples. To summarize, charity which is given without anticipating any reward, but giving charity for the sake of giving as a duty at a proper place and at a suitable time to a deserving person from whom one has not received any help in the past nor is expecting in future. I am helping him because he helped me in the past. I am helping him because he will help me in the future. That should not be the criteria. When a gift is given in these conditions, then it is said to be sāttvika dāna. dātavyam iti yat dānaṁ dīyate nupakāriṇe deśe kāle ca pātre ca dānaṁ sāttvikaṁ smṛtam. Namaste. Hare Krishna.